Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Magical Fuchsia Collection. This is a collaboration between Spellbinders and Alex Syberia. Thumbs up, look how pretty this flower is. It's a small collection featuring this fabulous floral. There is a die for it, stencil version, better press, all sorts of goodies around this fuchsia floral. But before I get started, Kit Club is available until the 27th of this month. I'll link my Kit Club video here so you can take a look at this month's Farm to Craft Kit Club. Really, really pretty. Also, Crafters Spellbinders is having their latest deals and deals. I'll put a link below in the description box so you can check out the sale. Love their sales. Alrighty, Crafters, let's get into this video with the Magical Fuchsia. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the Magical Fuchsia Collection. The die set, this one works on its own. But these three, they mix, match, and play between each other. You can use them independently, and then you can also use them together and create different versions of the image. So this is the Better Press set, Magical Fuchsia press plate and die. The same image is here in a 3D embossing folder. And it's also over here in a layering stencil. This is a 5-count stencil, also called the Layered Magical Fuchsia stencil set. So this works with these. I'll show you how it works together, but keep in mind that the die is available in the Better Press, not over here. It's not sold by itself. It's only in the Better Press set, okay? There is a bundle with all 4 items for a special price, so you can definitely check that out as well. If you are a Kit Club member, you'll get an additional discount on it, so that's always nice too. Alrighty, so let's take a closer look at Magical Fuchsia. Let's start off with the die. With the die set, there is a diagram. You just take a screenshot from the product page, scroll through the pictures, and you'll see this. I take a screenshot and print it out. Sometimes I can print it straight as well from my computer. And it will give you all the layering guide and the details because this is a layering die. There are notations on the dies, 4 of them. A, B, C, D. These are for the petals for the flowers. The small fuchsia flower will be these 2. The large fuchsia flower will be all 4, like you keep layering and having fun. Then this is the center right there. This is the little stems, and then these are the leaves. You just cut a few of these and then layer them up. This is a fun set. This doesn't have a terribly high price point either, so you could just stay here with the die if you're on a tight budget. But the fun is over here now when you bring in all the other elements with it. First up, this is card number 1. I did show this in the Kit Club video for this month's Kit Club because I'm using the Better Press of the Month in the background here. This beautiful Art Deco style. I call it Art Deco. It's very, very pretty background. Here I layered up the flower following the example here. Pretty much close with the leaves and everything. And then it falls coming this way. I'm so used to assembling this way. At some points, I had to turn it this way just to get my mind into it because it was the assembling upside down, the hanging. But it's really, really pretty. I love all the layers. You can bring in a lot of ink blending. I did bring in some Gina K ink for this and a little bit of Concord and Ninth. This small fuchsia, those 2, like I said, and then this one is these 4. And then this is that little bud. So pretty, right? For the background, this is the Better Press of the Month. Seed Co border, press plate and die. You get that A2 background. You can press or glimmer. Then a series of sentiments that you can also press or glimmer. And then there's a set like this that you cut out with the coordinating die. And then the rectangular long ones you cut out with that sentiment strip right there. Isn't that fun? If you don't normally subscribe to Kit Club, but you're loving this background and you do have Better Press or a Glimmer machine and you really want it, you can just subscribe to the one club. Then the following month, before the 5th, they charge on the 5th. Then you can cancel. Then you can jump back in. You can do it that way too if you're new to Kit Club and you're not sure if you want to really get Kit Club. But Kit Club is fabulous. I was always subscribing to Kit Club before I became a Spellbinders maker. And back then, they didn't even have Better Press. Better Press is something that's relatively new. This actually looks almost like a small die of the month. For the sentiment on this, the birthday sentiment, happy birthday. It's coming into my birthday wishes sentiments press plate and die. This is from my textures and foliage collection. I'll link my video here so you can take a look at that. There is all these sentiments. Now on my Better Press sentiment set, you get 1 plate that you can press or glimmer and then die cut once and you get a series of sentiments. Here I have Happy Birthday glimmered on black cardstock with matte gold hot foil roll. Then I cut a second set of this just in black cardstock, pop it under here just to give it a little elevation. Isn't that fun? This background, did I tell you what that was? Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is porcelain cotton card with black better press ink for the background here. I also have a version of it where I have it glimmered. This is black cardstock with matte silver. Fun, right? Love, 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 love. To cut my 2 layers, I'm coming into precision layering. There is precision layering A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each set. Largest die in set A is your A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. What's out here in the black cardstock? Then the second layer is actually right here, 1/4 of an inch shorter. Because if I use the largest die from set B, I would have much more tighter spacing. I can tell by the spacing that I use just one to the other. And with this die, notice how I framed it out. It's touching all the edges, it's nice and straight because I did glimmer this on an A2 panel. So it's out here and it wasn't straight. It was a little bit off. Same thing with this one. When I glimmered this, it wasn't straight either. It glimmered like this. So by using the die, it also helped me to frame it and get the placement. Here it framed it as well. So this is my little crafty assistant. I also used it on 2 more cards you're going to see. So I'll just refer back to precision layering, okay? So this is card number 1 with the Magical Fuchsia die. Now let's go into another version of the Magical Fuchsia die. Here is card number 2. What do you guys think of this one? This is now a shaped card. For the pinks on both cards, I'm using a combination of Blush, Dahlia, and Wild Berry color wheel cardstock. And for the greens, I'm using Peridot with some ink blending, okay? This time I decided to have layers with it. So for my layers, I'm coming into the Mirrored Arch Labels die. Been having so much fun with this one lately. So you're going to be seeing it in more videos. Crafters, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, consider subscribing. You will be seeing more of this. A lot of foundation dies as well with all these new collections too. But this one I've been having lots of fun with. I just put her back in the rotation. Largest die here is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. What you see out here. Then I skipped a few. I probably came in about like number 4 or 3 here for that layer. Skipped one over again and did that layer. On this layer here, I did some splatter. This cardstock, this is Oceanside color wheel cardstock, and this is Indigo color wheel cardstock. So this is all color wheel cardstock, having fun. To make this a shaped card, I put a 1/2 inch score line in the back, glued the tops together, and then I just snip a little horizontal line here to make it stand up. Isn't that fun? And then for the sentiment, I'm coming into one of my favorite Better Press sentiment sets. This is Bestie Sentiments Press Plate and Die. This is on the way out. Super discount with this one. I love this set. Look at all the fun sentiments that can work, not only with just for your friendship, but just everything too. There's even travel in here. Have a marvelous time. I love the dance like no one is watching. I love Tied to You with a Smile. This time I put I'm Dying to See You. Why? Because I needed something small. There are 4 small sentiments in here that work when I need something small. Actually 5. So this is like my own, where you just get one series of sentiments, you press or glimmer, and then die cut once. You see the sizing? See how nice and small it is? Even these are pretty small too, but I wanted something like right there. I did put some gold splatter and some gold mixed gems. On this one too, I did put some gold gems down here. Just a little decorative. I was going to put it in here, but I thought it was going to be too busy. So card 1, card 2 with the Magical Fuchsia. What do you guys think? Pretty. Thumbs up. Love it. Now for my next 2 cards, this is going to be a combination with this. This is a really comprehensive set right here. So there is a Magical Fuchsia press plate and die. It probably is the same size as that one if you make it exactly like what's here. This is 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. You get 3 sets of sentiments with coordinating die, and here is a coordinating die. Then there is a Magical Fuchsia 3D embossing folder, same sizing. And this will also give you the same sizing when you do the stenciling. So your options are press or glimmer, stencil it, die cut it out. You could do stencil only. Use the die out here to cut out the stenciled image, which I did on one of my cards. You could also stencil and then run it through here on the embossing folder. You could also stencil, cut it out, put it in here and run it through with the 3D embossing folder. So there is lots of mix, match, and play. Over here, when you press it, which is what I did, you could also use the stencil to color it. You could also better press it and then watercolor it too. That's another option as well. So you don't have to have the stencil. These are all sold individually. So it's not like this and this is together. They are sold separately. So you can mix, match, and play. You can stay right here. You're like, I don't have a better press. I don't glimmer. You can stay right here and have fun too. And you can also just get the stencil only and just have fun. But if you want to be able to cut out that image, the die is over here in the better press. Okay, so I just want to be crystal clear on that in case you really want to get these, but you're like, but I thought I was getting the die. Die is in the better press. You know, you can still get this, and then one day you explore better press and glimmer. It happens. Trust me, it happens. We'll say no, 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 and then one day all of a sudden it's like, okay. And at the Spellbinders in-person crafting event, if you are going and you don't have better press or glimmer, namely better press, there's going to be some make and takes. They did like a make and take with the better press just to give you a feel for it. So hopefully this time they'll do the same thing again. For those of you that are like, oh, I've seen the video, but now I'm here and oh, let me try that. And you run it through and then you get the feel of how easy it is to better press. Fabulous. And the sentiments are just so clean. So let me show you this example where I pressed it out on porcelain cotton card with black better press ink. And then I also pressed out the sentiment the same way. You brighten my day right there. This card is an A2 card. Here I'm using layers again. I was tempted to come in again with the mirrored arch, but I decided to come in with another foundation die. And then I used the stencil and just layer up a bunch of Concord and 9th ink for this and a little bit of Altenew Fresh Dye ink. So I'm mixing all my inks again, having fun with that too. For these two layers, you're seeing Forest Essential cardstock, Spellbinders older cardstock. I wanted green. When I had put the black, it was so dramatic, too much contrast. So I came in with something earthy. This is a sheet of basil with a little texture on it. For that foundation die, I'm coming into the Scallop and Stitch Edge ovals. This is now back in stock. This is a fun die set. Largest die is 5 inches tall by 3 3/4 of an inch. That has the scallop detail, what you see here. Then the next layer you come in right here. And then there's another layer with stitching, and then it switches back and forth between the two. Stitch detail, clean stitch detail like that. And there's also a bow. This is a fun set. I love it because it does hone in on a smaller image like this, but then it also gives space to the A2 panel in the back. Fun, fun. For the A2 panel, I did cut this out with precision layering A2, the largest die, okay? So what do you guys think of this one? This stencil is fun. The better press is fun. And then by having the coordinating die, I cut out another layer of white cardstock, not better press cardstock, but white cardstock, and pop this up. So there's 2 layers of this. So it does have a natural height from that layer. That's why I love having the coordinating die with better press. Even with the sentiment, I cut 2 more layers of cardstock, pop this up. So this is super solid. And then it has a little bit of foam to give it height. I love the whole dimensional thing. Yes, I'm still using the scrapbook.com adhesive squares. If you haven't seen my crafty chit chat, let me link that video here because I did have a scrapbook.com haul. It's a very interesting haul if you want to see some goodies at scrapbook.com, especially their exclusives. Fabulous and still on sale too. Just saying. For my last card, I did not use the better press. I used the stencil and the 3D embossing folder. So these are all named Magical Fuchsia. I stenciled the image first and then lined it up in the 3D embossing folder, ran it through. Look how pretty that is. Even these little dots are in here in the stencil. Look how clean that is. Love, love, love that. Now, I could have brought in that coordinating die, but I wanted the background here to be 1 layer and then 1 layer. Both of these layers, again, precision layering A2. I'm only using set A right here. If your budget is tight, it does go on sale from time to time. You can start off with just set A because set A will have your A2, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch. Once you go into the next die beside it, you're going to get this spacing. You want much tighter spacing, then you go into set B and eventually get that. Put them in your wish list because they're fabulous. My crafty assistant. How many times have I said that? Way too many because it's very true. I chose not to use the die with this. I think I like it clean like this, even though I put a lot of green gems in here. Now for the sentiment, I'm coming into one of the newer sentiment sets. This is so fun. This is from JC Gaspar's All My Senses collection. Let me link my video here. That's a fun one. It's a unique collection. He has a sentiment set, which is All My Senses sentiments, press plate and die. You get a series of sentiments that you just press or glimmer once and then die cut once. Here I have, Seeing Your Smile Brightens My Day. I love it like right here. with this. This is glimmered on black cardstock with matte gold hot foil roll. I think it's just so perfect with this. I love sizing when it comes to sentiments too. This is why I love Better Press. It's very clean. And then notice here, even my sentiment, happy birthday, fits here. Mixing some of these fun sentiments. And I do love the black cardstock with matte silver or matte gold. For a time, I was using a lot of matte silver. Now, obviously, I've just been going through my roll of matte gold hot foil roll with the black. I'm so loving that. Alrighty, crafters, that's it. What do you think of this fun collection with Alex Syberia and Spellbinders? Thumbs up. I love the die set. And then I love incorporating Better Press. And then the option with the stencil. And then even more options with it with the matching 3D embossing folder. So there is that bundle, like I said, but you can also get individual bits if you wish. Alrighty, crafters. Thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Until the next video, definitely check out the Magical Fuchsia Collection. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye!